Guys, it's Megan. For those of you not following along, I had a tummy tuck with flank lipo, full abdominoplasty exactly 2 weeks ago, so on April 2nd. Today is April 16th, and I'm just giving you my 2-week update. So I pulled my drains out last night, which went fairly easy. It felt a little weird, but otherwise came out with no complications. And then I put my good compression garment on. I have a couple of looser ones that I use from time to time if I need them. And then I have another one coming in the mail just because with working out and having to wash them, and you have to either hand wash them, I put them in the gentle cycle and air dry it. I'm without a garment for a couple hours. So I just went ahead and ordered another one since I anticipate being able to work out, which went really well. I went back to the gym today. My surgeon told me a 20-pound lifting restriction. I've kind of modified it, and I'm doing a little bit more than that just because everything feels good. You can talk to your doctor about it. I'm choosing to do my own thing. I've definitely decreased from where I was at, though. So just to give you an idea of what I did today, went to the gym, got on the stair climber. I was going, generally I'll do the stair climber set at like a 17 when I'm going hard at it. Like my easy pace normally is like a 13, 14, just kind of cool down. Today I did like a level 7 to 8. So I'm kind of cutting what I normally did speed-wise in half. I could tell, I'm just going to slide this over because I'm trying to be central. I can tell when I start going a little bit faster, the pounding feels uncomfortable for me. I think that's just kind of everything's still healing in there, and I can definitely, it feels like things are moving like this when I pound or bounce. So again, easy pace. I did the stair climber for 20 minutes. We have an elliptical that's more of a lateral elliptical. It's kind of like a standing bike. So I did that for like 35 minutes. I did a little over 3 miles on that. And again, usually my speed on that is a lot faster than what I was doing today. I just went at a speed that felt comfortable. If I went fast, I could tell that I was kind of moving things around and it didn't feel right, so I slowed down. Originally, I wasn't going to lift weights, but my workout buddy was there today, and I told her, you know, I've been out for 2 weeks. Her and I work out pretty much all the time together. She's my best friend, so I said, if you want me to spot you, I'll come spot you because I haven't been here the last 2 weeks, and she actually said, oh, I really would love you to spot me because I haven't been able to push weights. So I went anticipating just spotting her after doing my almost hour of cardio, and she said, you know, let's see how you feel. And so I just did, we were doing a push day, so bench press. Usually I do the bar, which is 45 pounds, and then another 40 pounds on top of it. Today I just did the bar, modified with my feet up on the bench so I wasn't stretching this out, and just, you know, bar down to the chest and up. Felt really good and didn't feel any pulling, so I did that. We were also doing shoulder press. I started with just 10 pounds shoulder pressing. There's my 20-pound weight restriction, but went up a little bit on weight there. What other things? It was a really light day. I actually didn't make it through the whole normal workout her and I would have done. I got there to the gym a little bit earlier than her and had been doing cardio, and she did her warm-up, and then I went to spot. We usually spot and trade out. We did some lateral shoulder raises, which again didn't feel weird at all. We do one we do called the steering wheel, where we go up and rotate, and that it doesn't hurt at all. So I just kind of modified when it felt weird. I tried to do some chest flies. It felt a little bit pulling up high, so I dropped down to like 5 pounds in each hand and did really low weight, and that one didn't feel so good, so I actually didn't even finish the full set. But that's kind of where I was at workout wise. Feels great to sweat again. It sucks because I feel like I'm half speed, but we'll slowly, I got to do something because it's driving me nuts. And again, the 20-pound restriction, fight with your surgeon about it if you want. I'm just kind of choosing to do my own thing and listen to my body. If it doesn't feel good, I'm not going to do it. I tried to sleep in my bed last night because once the drains were pulled, I was like, all right, I'm going to get into my bed. And it didn't feel super comfortable. The soreness on the side has gone pretty much away. But when I'm on my side, it feels like the incision's getting pulled just for stretching out. I tried it with the pillow between my legs. I tried modifying the way I was sleeping. I was in the bed for about an hour before I finally gave up and just got in the rocking chair. And so I'll probably wait another week or so and hopefully try to get back into my bed. I feel like I've had a ton of improvement the last 2 days just with my movement and feeling back to normal. I'm not having any pain. Anything that I feel is just kind of discomfort and just feels like things are pulling and stretching, and I'm just trying to minimize that. So I'll show you guys my belly. I actually haven't taken this off since I pulled my drain, so I don't know if I'm going to have weird drainage, so I apologize if I do. Everything looks good. I'm happy with my progress, happy with how I look in my clothes. It was weird because this is the first time I was actually in front of a mirror for a long period of time, and I can tell that, like, this is definitely thinner than it was, and this is flatter than it was, and that's exactly what I was wanting from this surgery. Again, I'm not someone who shows off my belly. That's what I wanted, was to feel better in my clothes, and this is what I normally wear to the gym. These are 3/4 length pants. I mean, I'm a little bit wider than I normally am in here, but I feel like there's not as much fold or roll because that's all gone. So it was kind of nice to get in the gym and be in my normal, again, there's padding in here, but normal environment from the dressing, and just to feel good in my clothes. So I'm really glad that I did the surgery. Anyway, my garment crisscrosses in the back. If I want to, it kind of unhooks. So I did that just to kind of hide the straps. So I may have to fiddle with that a little bit as I'm trying to kind of give you guys a glimpse at my belly. I'm going to pull my arms up to this one. And I'm still all sweaty and gross from the gym, so sorry, guys. I'm not trying to make this Hollywood pretty. It is what it is. So I have some antibiotic ointment on the incision. I might have to wipe off a little bit. But belly button still healing. This is just scar tissue. This piece of glue kind of came off of that lateral edge, and there's a little bit of skin separation there, but it's starting to fill in nicely, so I think that is looking good. I was worried about, with drains coming out, about increased swelling, and then of course working out. But I don't feel more swollen right now than I normally have been, so that's good. So, don't know if you guys want to see, but that's as much drainage as I've had out of this side since I pulled the drains. This was my problem side, and again, not a lot of drainage since I pulled out the drains, just a little spot. I don't know if we can see all the way down there. So that's how my incision's looking. A little shiny from the antibiotic ointment, but otherwise really happy with how well the edges are approximated. The drain site would be right here. It's kind of tucked under, so it's hard for me to see, but you can tell it's still open. I'm sure that'll crust over. And then my other one was right here, and that one already looks pretty healed up. So that's where I'm at. Pull this up so we don't show you. But side view, again, everything seems, I feel like my swelling is actually quite down today as compared to yesterday. I feel like getting in and out of the car was easier today, so I'm not sure if the swelling in my back seems to have gone down a lot too. If the drains were causing some of the discomfort I was having. This drain went on the bottom across here. This drain came up and over here. I asked my surgeon at my visit. He said one goes over the belly button, one goes under, and I asked which one. So my right drain was my lower drain. My left drain was the one that went up and over, and I could feel it when I was pulling it out, just coming out from where it was at. So it was, this right drain went all the way over to here, and I could feel that lump that I had over here, I think was the end of my drain, because that's the little lump. I was like, oh, this is killing me. There's still a tiny lump in there, but I feel like my drain was causing a lot of that irritation. So I feel like my twisting and stuff feels better. My up here, it still pulls a little bit from, I think, that one internal suture, but otherwise I'm feeling fabulous. I haven't taken any Tylenol or ibuprofen today. I'm back at the gym again, half speed, nothing too crazy, but feeling great. Go back to work on Thursday. Today's Monday, so in a couple days I feel like I'm going to be just fine getting back to work and back to my normal routine. So hopefully that's helpful. Trying to think of any other updates. Everything's gone awesome. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome from the surgery and a better recovery. It's been super easy. So I'll try to remember to update you guys next week. Today is, again, 2 weeks out, day 14. My drains were in for 13 days. I'm really glad I left them in as long as I did, just to keep things going because I don't think I'm going to develop a seroma. Next couple days, I want to keep my binder on 24/7 to just really keep the swelling down. But I think getting back to activity. Oh, the other thing I was going to say, I came home from the gym and I iced right away. So I have my schools of thought on ice and heat. Our heat increases the circulation. Ice brings down the inflammation. So when I'm working out, my core temperature is up, so circulation is going, blood's flowing to the area. To hopefully, in anticipation of that, and to try to keep the swelling and inflammation down, as soon as I came home from the gym, I put my ice pack on for 20 minutes. I've been heating on and off like 2 or 3 times a day to keep the circulation going, but I feel like working out is probably going to help my recovery because just increasing your body's circulation in general is going to increase circulation to the area. The other thing is I'm still pretty numb centrally. When I put my ice pack on is when I really noticed it. With the heat, I didn't notice it much. With the ice, I really could. I could feel the ice pretty strongly on the sides of my belly, but the center of my belly, I couldn't even tell that I had the ice pack on. So there is like probably a 6-inch area to the middle of my belly that I just really, I don't feel much. When I touch, I feel like the ripples out away from it, but still pretty numb. If it doesn't come back, it doesn't come back. I don't feel a lot of things with my belly, so I don't think it's that big of a deal, but just kind of an interesting, weird side note. The other thing was over the weekend, so on Saturday, I started having this really irritated feeling where I was just like, God, it's itchy, I just want to scratch. And I was like, gosh, am I having an allergic reaction to something? And I looked at my skin. I think what it is when they dissect all the way up, and I think it's just cutting through all those nerves. I think my nerves were just finally